Theodore. He's a Theodore.
How original.
Ketchup? Ketchup.
Oh.
I can explain.
I was just wondering, you know, what people put boats or cars, you know, their gas or oil. Do they ever stop to think about where the gas or the oil comes from? Huh? You know that some of it comes from way down under the ocean?
Wrong!
If you were to go straight out here, right out the harbor for miles and miles, you'd bump into these big things called oil rigs. Oh, they're a very important job.
Well, duh.
They were so big, so tall, so completely different from any vessels you've ever seen. But George laughed and told him not to worry. Those rigs are big. I know them well. They all ask for me when they come in here. George?
I'll take a double triple bossy deluxe on a raft. 4x4 animal style. Extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze. Light axle grease, make it cry. Burn it and let it swim.
Get on with it!
I want you to move that oil rig closer to the shore, announced the dispatcher. And George looked at George. And take Theodore along with you, finished the dispatcher. Right away, Theodore began to worry. And George could be touchy about towing George's way. He was worried he'd make a mistake and then... Follow me, Theodore, said George. I'll show you everything you need to know about oil rigs.
No, I don't really feel like it.
As they got closer to the giant oil rig, George was chuckling away. Oh, yes, they always ask for me. That's because I'm so boss. Just you watch, Door. Morning, Tex. Tex? Tex, we're going to move you to...
From a land down under, women go and men wonder.
Now what do you want?
Made Theodore even more uncomfortable than before.
That's no good.
Each and every one of you will be sent home to your mama in a box.
There was a long silence.
Come on! Come on!
Well, we'll stand by then.
Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about...
Silly little puffers. You're only in the way anyways. Theodore wondered what he should do.
Look out of the way!
Keep going. You're good. You're good. You're good. And stop.
Now, as soon as George and Theodore were back at their dock, Duck was eager to find out what it was like to work with the oil rig. Did he tell you lots of stories about the ocean? Asked Duck. Did he tell you lots of stories about the ocean?
I have no idea!
Theodore stared at George. Why, that wasn't true at all. I guess George gave you a good lesson about moving oil rigs, eh, Thor? I've just been told a storm is coming, the dispatcher announced. George, make sure the Texas anchor cables are firmly in Texas.
Nope.
George cleared his throat and said,
Well, it's time for your bribe. Now, you can either have the washer and dryer with a lovely
Theodore,
standing, or you can trade it all in for what's in this box.
why don't you just run along now?
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are...
Tub, cried George. I'm the strongest tugboat in the big harbor.
Some people think they can outsmart me.
You wouldn't want to have to talk to human resources.
We must be sure all the ships in the harbor are safely tied up before the storm, the dispatcher was saying. What's wrong with George? Whispered Hank to Foduck. I don't know, said Foduck, glancing at the gathering clouds. He just got back from telling that big oil rig about the storm. That oil rig is only...
Silly stick in the muds.
Tugboats don't do what's best for any ships on the water, Theodore. Tugboats always do what's best for any ships on the water, Theodore.
I see.
Theodore sighed. He hoped the big oil rig would soon go back out to sea again. It's going to be a big storm, said Emily, shivering. Theodore had been told to check again that all the barges were safe at their docks before the storm arrived. On his way back, Theodore had to pass close to Tex.
Oh my goodness!
If it broke in the storm, Tex might be hurt or even...
Talk to human resources.
What are you looking at?
Tex, you've got a worn anchor cable and we're gonna have a storm.
Who cares? This is good cocoa.
I rode out hurricanes on a wide open ocean on these here anchor cables. I bet you never even been out on ocean. Oh, no, I haven't, sir.
Well, you just mind your own business then.
Well, Theodore didn't like being spoken to that way.
Those of you with weak constitutions may want to leave the stadium.
I gotta get out of here!
The wind was getting stronger and stronger. George was by himself when Theodore returned to the Great Ocean Dock.
Hey man, you wanna play some video games? No way, dude, you always beat me.
Tell no one! This game stinks.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Security alert! Security alert!
One of the anchor cables on the oil rig's cable has broken, and he's in danger. He might even...
Assault your mind with subliminal messages.
George, you must put a line on the rig. Continue.
Alright, thumbs up. Ready, guys? Let's do this. Leroy Dragons!
Psych!
Do something fast, Tex.
Hang on tight, yelled George.
I gotta get out of here!
Tex could hear him through all the wind.
I'm sorry about that. I'm unstoppable. It's a medical condition!
All the wind and waves, another one of Tex's anchor cables broke with a loud snap.
Way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey.
Theodore! Theodore couldn't believe it. He thought George was angry with him, but now George was asking for his help. He went as fast as he could.
Double!
Together we can show the world what we can do. You are next to me and I'm next to you. Push me on through until the battle's won.
I could explode.
Nothing to us. Into each other we put our trust. Standing united after the fight.
Don't they know I'm busy spoiling myself? What was that?
Tex and George were swirling in the storm, getting closer and closer to Benjamin. Turn back! Turn back, he yelled.
I can't!
Oh no! cried Tex. I'm gonna crash! But Theodore so was. He pulled as hard as he had ever pulled before, trying to stop Tex from twirling around.
Well, your friend is about to crash head first into a nearby town.
Hurry! cried Benjamin.
Keep going. You're good. You're good. You're good. And stop.
It was working.
Don't worry,
Tex had
Captain. We'll
stopped
buff
moving.
out those scratches.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast, too fast, too fast.
Alright, I get it!
George let out 3 mighty blasts of his horn. And 3 again. Good tugging, he yelled. Theodore gave 3 happy toots in return.
That was easy.
I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart. I am too smart.
After they got back to Tex's place in the harbor, the storm was almost over, and both tugs felt great. Thanks, Theodore, said George.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
You know, Theodore, you look small, but you're really as brave as the biggest of us. And thanks a bunch from up here.
If you hadn't stopped me, I would have crushed the little town of Strawberry Shortcake.
There was a long silence.
Pain was a wow.
Maybe sometimes I am a little...
and nobody regretted any of their choices.
Tex found out that even fellows like himself needed a little help from our coachman. You know, I thought I heard I'm gonna put a little oil on it. There. And we'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.